don't think we should.
So what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of NerdinIn. This is a place where a bunch of us friends get together, gather, and just like chop up all that beautiful nerd shit that we love, and we do. So I'm Omar. I'm from Dallas.
I'm Sean from Michigan.
I'm Daryl. Yeah, I can go. I'm Daryl. I'm from Sacramento.
I'm Trey from Dallas.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good.
And thanks for the invite. This is such an honor.
Yeah. This is what we do. We all got some drinks. Cheers.
Yes.
Kampai.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Boom. So tons of shit going on. What is this, episode 20, Sean?
Yeah, I believe so.
Damn. So we're 20 deep on this super amateur hour shit, but you know what? Fuck y'all. You fuck with us, and you're with us. So what? We're here.
So did you start in the pandemic? Was this created as some kind of response to COVID or what?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It was in the middle of the lockdowns.
You're like, let's make some shit happen.
Yeah, because at that time, like nothing was open, so
Love
we
it.
had nothing better to do, and we were trying to do a reunion sorts of thing, and then also podcasting.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, all of us here in this unit, I've known all these guys for over 10 years. So, I'm just not bringing on some people that have some popular shit to say or have a cool following. These are all people that have real lives, but just happen
I have
to be
no following.
Not true. Hey, we just got our 10th follower on YouTube.
By mistake.
And no, man, I think ever since we've kind of like tapered off of just doing, maybe like two recordings a month or so, we get more like that have just like kind of gone into the deep end of it and watching shit. So I feel like our viewership has gone around like 50 to 65. Like people have been watching our shit, not just us rewatching our shit. So
Yeah. I don't think viewership matters that much unless you're really trying to make money now.
Right. Like
Yeah.
you guys are doing it for the love. Like
Yeah, that's what you do.
cares?
Yeah, that's what you do. And then like when you start making money off of that, that's when it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just doing that, you ain't got nothing to do. Let's do this. I'm down.
yeah,
for that.
man. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm honored you guys are here. I know you guys got time. Don't got a lot of time to do different fun shit, but this is fun. And I'm glad you guys are here. So tonight's topics, definitely the Mandalorian finale. We're going to jump all over that shit real deep. Like,
So spoiler warning.
spoiler warning. Yes. We're going to go over spoilers. If you haven't watched like Mandalorian, you might want to just press pause or jump to the end of our shit because we're going to be going real deep. Some of us are casual watchers. Some of us are hardcore Star Wars, fucking uber geeks. Sadly, we have one Star Trek guy here, but it's all good. Just got to balance the world out. No hate in this world. No place for it.
I know that about you, Sean.
What?
Star Trek matters, man. What are you talking about? Star Trek matters.
Yes.
It
Thank you,
does.
Daryl.
Okay.
I can go rants about how much that matters too. Star Trek is sick. It's dope.
Okay, let's just jump in. Fuck all the topic over shit. Let's just talk about it. I mean, like, I thought I was like, I thought like I was Star Wars woke. Like, I know exactly where this shit's going.
Mm-hmm.
I had no fucking clue, man. I'm like, I was shaken after everything happened, after I watched the whole episode, and especially just this season in general, because this season was very different, very unique compared to last season. I mean, last season was kind of like their beta test for the game. This was just like you felt the full experience of the PS5 with all the different games that are going to come out in the next 3 years. That's the level of shit that we got in this. It was like every fucking episode there was something for the casual watcher, someone for the historian of like Wikipedia shit. The way they just curated all the different types of things that you can see. Where I'm not the biggest guy in the YouTube and shit, but I enjoyed actually going on YouTube and watching other videos just to pick up things I didn't pick up, Easter eggs and shit. Damn. In general, I just gotta say this season was fucking phenomenal. I mean, Star Wars is not high art. I don't think it's ever intended to be. For people that feel that's the case, no disrespect. There's a lot of other good shit out there too. But damn, it was amazing. It was like monumental for anybody that's like a hardcore Star Wars enthusiast. Because if you think about it, right, this last year, we just got like the newest movie on Disney Plus, and it was just like no one watched that shit. No one cared about it. And for many of those people that have watched this new arc of film, that's not Star Wars, man. Like that's like Star Wars like fan fiction shit.
Wait, what are you talking about now?
I have no idea.
What are you talking about?
You talking about the was it the last the Rise of Skywalkers.
Yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh, that piece of trash.
I'm gonna debate that.
You don't hate on it? Let's hate on it.
No, I don't. I don't hate it. I just don't think like.
I hate it.
Like I don't hate it. I don't really like it. I don't know why y'all don't like it. Okay. For me, the reason why I don't like it is because in the second movie, we entered. Okay, so like here's my beef. Let me go back. I gotta go back on this. Star Wars. I like Star Wars. In fact, we just had the verses. We just had the verses with Ep20 and Too Short, right?
Yes.
The verses.
Yeah.
Ep20 has the song choices, and he says the song. You know, Star Wars. Nope. Yoda. Yep. That's basically because like I like the concept of Star Wars, and I always felt that way. So when I heard that lyrics a while ago, it's like yeah, this is exactly because like it's like they don't get Star Wars never gets to where I actually want it. Like I would like to see it go, and I believe the second movie was actually introducing that kind of stuff, and then they just blew it all up and tried to go back to only pleasing a certain type of fan. That's what I felt about that movie, and they missed a whole bunch of stuff because they're trying to please these old school fans that don't even like anything to change, which is going to mess up the whole culture anyway when it doesn't change and evolve, you know. So I don't hate it. So like it's actually, if you think about like what I felt he was trying to do is like please that fans is actually really good, but I don't like it because you're cutting me out. And as it like you, what I think you're saying, Omar, is like, it's like then Mandalorian came and it's like, okay, this is more like the kind of stuff I would enjoy because and for me, I was worried. I wouldn't let other people talk, but I was worried about like where Mandalorian was going in second season. And we can talk about that if you want to bring that back up. But yeah, that's my IV. Do you have any response to that?
No. The response is I'm on the same page with you. So actually, Last Jedi was like one of my favorite movies. I would say it's in my top 5 for all Star Wars movies. So the movie that you're talking about, the second film, and the last Star, I feel like that was definitely one of my top films, just because Rian Johnson, right?
Yeah, he came up and obliterated a lot of stuff I wasn't liking about Star Wars. That's what I liked about it. People was mad about it. It's like, no, that's exactly why I like it, because he was like introducing a whole bunch of stuff that I would like to see potentially happen. And then they went back and tried to canonize all the stuff with the movie after that. I'm like, you're messing up the thing. Like again, like spoiler, like one of my big beefs example was like, I don't understand why if she was going to be Padme, was it like Palpatine's like granddaughter? What is it? I don't remember.
Yeah,
Palpatine's
granddaughter.
relative, right? Why does she have to freaking change her name? Why does can't she be like Palpatine and be whatever she's doing? That's part of the things. But the reason why you can't, again, I had debates with fans who actually hated the second movie, and it was like, well, Jedi's good and this is bad. It's like, I hate that concept. Why can't Jedi be freaking wrong? In fact, they be wrong all the time. Think about it. They messed up on Anakin. They messed up on. Let them be wrong.
Right.
Let them be wrong. And then when I heard in an interview, what's her name? Daisy was saying like, this is Daisy. That's the actress who says play.
Yeah, Daisy.
Really? Like she's like, at one point he was Obi-Wan's granddad. I was like, that would be so much better because it says the Jedi mess up, And imagine this monk mess up and had a kid, and then mess up the whole concept because it's like it makes him wrong, which is okay to be wrong sometimes. like
That's
like
like the whole like Disneyfication of Star Wars though, is like you in this huge bureaucracy with all these people in a room arguing, can't make a decision, like films out, like you're filming the next one, they probably still were arguing over like who's the dad. And like just like let the creative people do their thing, and you can tell it's just like so many people in the mix trying to decide how are we gonna brand this, and like how are we gonna sell this toy or whatever. Like fuck out of here, like ruin the story because obviously too many hands in here are trying to control all this stuff.
And again, that's the brilliance of JJ too, because I think he actually did a good job. If you think about probably all the stuff that he had to go through. So again, as I don't like the movie, but it's like I think he probably was dealing with a whole bunch of crazy stuff because he's a better story. Like he's dealing with this franchise. It's like hard, and he's trying to please all these like basically shareholders on this movie. And it's like, and if you want to go by what you think they probably said, he's did a dang good job for that. But it's like that's not the way for how cool this movie can be to me. I guess you could say.
Well, just having the last 10 minutes of the Mandalorian finale for the second season shits on everything in the sequel trilogy. So I would argue that JJ, he was trying to do what Jean Favreau and Dave Filoni were trying to do and failed miserably. Because one, he hired the writer of Batman versus Superman to write Rise of Skywalker to end off everything. And I did like the potential of Rian Johnson, what he was setting up, but they tried to go back and undo everything in that last movie. So they should have planned all three of them out instead of letting every single director write their own thing and then try to, I don't know, salvage it at the end.
I mean, they might have done that. They actually might have done that. And then they blew it up. Like she's saying, like, I was Obi-Wan at one point, granddaughter. And then they blew it up. I think that's probably what happened. They might have had an idea, and then they probably blew it up because fans are upset with Rose Tycho's character or something like that. Like forget those fans that upset. They're probably racist anyway. And then like they probably are, because I don't actually, I actually think the character could be written better, but it's like their dislike for the way they're attacking the actress, the way they're attacking Finn, it's probably because they're not used to like this. And then going back to even like Mandalorian, they did that better too. Think about how many diverse actors in it. I wanted you to think about how many Asian Americans are in that series just off the bat. You never see that in television. Right. Never see that in television, American television, I should say. Like you don't see that kind of like how many were in it, and then like just there was a lot, and then like just side black characters, and then like how many Latino directors, and like just things like that. It's like
and like not forced at all. Like it felt
not forced.
It's just like with the story easily. It's not just like, oh, here they are like pushing this thing in because a quota or whatever. Like, no, it just works. It's natural. Like it's a galaxy. Like galaxies are diverse. Like it makes sense. What doesn't make sense is to have your all-white cast from the beginning be like, and we got to keep it because that's the story. Like, no, you don't. That was dumb. Like we can move forward progressively. So.
By the way, my worry was like, I knew when I started hearing that he was casting all these characters from this Skywalker storyline, I was like, wow. Because I felt like I was worried like maybe the studio had like put their influence into it, saying like, it's a hit, you got to put this in there. Which might have happened too, but they were wise enough to like bring it in a way that was, because I was like, I don't want to see, I remember I was telling my friends, like, I don't want to see any Skywalkers in this shit. That's how I said, I don't want to see any Skywalkers. I don't want to see it. I don't, it's a big ass galaxy. We don't have to focus on this story. It's like, you can literally do a story about like kids raised on a farm in this world, and it'll be dope.
Yeah.
Like,
and they almost made it 2 seasons without Skywalker.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can do like any character.
I wanna just jump on that real quick because I feel like what the Mandalorian did really well was they definitely brought the whole mythos of Star Wars down to like more like the scum and villainy level and like human level, where there was less like sword and sorcery magic shit going on, and it was more about like skill or who you knew or who you were as a tribe and how you connected to people. And that's what I loved about Din Djarin's character. Fucking multilingual, hella skilled, you know, had a shady like background and past connected to some fucking heretic shit. But I still think that's fucking dope. Like, I mean, I want to be trying to hook up with that chick from Smallville. I mean, back in the day, maybe Alison Mack, but nah, I want to join that tribe for that shit. But
weird thing to say.
Oh no, I was kind of there. I had a time where I was in the Berkeley Girls, but no, I want to go to Berkeley for that. But there's so much, like you said, so much about the whole Star Wars universe, like the little fucking shady ass, like bullshit ass interactions between like petty officers and like those little fucking shit and just like saying stupid shit, like Din Fred like swearing in the fucking Star Wars language, which I think a lot of that was like brought over from Game of Thrones, like. They saw how fucking hyped fans were, and they brought that shit back because that stuff was original to like the trilogy. You know, people that actually were walking around like the Howleys. I'm sorry, the Whites. You know, walking around speaking fucking Huttese because they didn't have a language. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, all that refreshing shit. Experiencing that and being surprised. I love watching something and not expecting it.
I mean, that's the thing. Like when the stakes aren't like the universe, the whole entire galaxy is at stake. Like I know how that's going to end. The good guys are going to win. The bad guys are not going to destroy the galaxy, right? Like any major like studio movie or show, that's how it's going to end if the stakes are that high. When you lower the stakes, like maybe something bad happens, like, and if it does, like that's bad, that sucks, but like at least you're not going into it knowing the ending like as soon as it starts. So I think more people should lower the stakes. Like it's not just Marvel should lower the stakes. Like not everything has to be about like the universe collapsing or being destroyed. Like great, it's just a small little thing. It's like this character who is powerful, who is important. Like the stakes are still high, but like it's not like everything is riding on this.
The crazy thing, like doing that kind of stuff connects you to the bigger stakes anyway. You know, like you were saying, because like even like that was like one. I guess it's kind of like a segue, but like you said, the Marvel Universe bring it down. I was like, actually, I've been saying for years, it's like. DC's superpower is like the fact they don't have everything connected yet at the time. I was like, dude, you can just let directors just do whatever they want with these characters, and they haven't done it for years. And then like now, like you have the Joker, right? The Joker, think about what the stakes. It's the Joker is, like you said, smaller stakes and like, but look how big it is. Just focusing on the character, that kind of stuff. And I said, you can do that. You can do a ton of different Jokers in different universe, and but the thing is now, like I don't know, come and think about that, the different multi-universes. You know how they're doing? They announced they're doing like the Star Wars Vision stuff. You know about that, right? Everybody. So I guess I should introduce like, do you remember the Animatrix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, it's the Animatrix with Star Wars properties. They're hiring a bunch of like Japanese animation studios just to kind of like, and directors just to do their own vision on like Star Wars stuff. And I was like, yes, again, these are kind of things like you can do. And in fact, because they're so different, if you're smart, if there's something hot, go with it. Let them go with it. We understand that as a different universe. Just let them go with it.
We're gonna get deeper into this.
Okay.
The part you're talking about right now. I mean, I just gotta say, what I was so pleased with on the Mandalorian, because it has to be said.
Yes.
They made Luke Skywalker be Darth Vader, but he was doing Darth Vader shit just to robots, and that was okay. If it was human beings, this is Darth Vader.
Like,
that was like
busted in. That's like the first in Star Wars where they board the cruiser or whatever.
Yeah.
That for me, I was a hardcore Star Wars fan. Like, watching all the movies, going to all the films that I could when I was, of age or whatever, and then reading all the books. Like, so I read all of the Dark Empire books. I read all the Empire books, and that's the Luke Skywalker I've always wanted to see on film, that I've seen in comics or in manga or in novels in my mind, in my imagination. And I was like, that is like, he is his father's son. Like when I saw that shit, I was completely...
You're wrong. That's not Luke Skywalker. The Luke Skywalker we saw in all the extended universe stuff was Rey Palpatine. Like, they made him too OP in the novels and some of the comics, and I did not want that. And Rey was everything wrong, and she is totally a Mary Sue character. But the Luke that we got in Mando was post Return of the Jedi Luke that everybody wanted after Return of the Jedi ended. So they kept the power levels not toned down, but where they should have been, instead of whatever Rey was doing, being able to float force powers to like the nth level without ever training, like stuff like that. So I did not want Luke, who was able to fly the Millennium Falcon and shoot all the guns while flying it all by himself, or BS like that. So
is that something that happens in the books?
Yes, it was horrible. There's a lot of fans that like that stuff where it was like super OP Luke, and it's to the point where a lot of people don't like Superman because he is too powerful as a character, and they feel that nothing's really ever a threat to him.
Okay, so I don't know. I don't mean to go real deep here, but Timothy Zahn, the Heir of the Empire novel, where it was Luke versus Thrawn, and versus that fucking wannabe sorcerer who was really like a clone guy. Dude, Luke was not OP. And then for Dark Empire, dude, Luke was fucking getting destroyed by all the fucking clones. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Dark Empire Luke was Dark Side Luke, though. That's like its own thing.
Okay.
My question is, I don't mind overpowered characters. My question is, what are they character? Like, what kind of character they had? My problem with Superman being overpowered is not that he's overpowered, is that he's always supposed to be like justice and right. If he's the justice and right with that kind of overpower, he's going to be wrong at times, even if he's trying to do the right thing. That's what they don't do.
Why everyone loves Homelander. Homelander is Superman.
Yeah, exactly. My point. Yeah,
Homelander,
like I haven't watched The Boys, but I know the characters. I know the comics.
Yeah.
I know the comics. I haven't watched the show.
Homelander is so well written, though.
Yeah.
But
that's why I see like Superman. It's like, nah, I think Superman should be a villain. Side note, this is another thing maybe we could talk about another time.
Oh, we will.
Is like I think Neo from the Matrix should be the villain for the very same reason. But we'll talk about that another time.
What's this like? What's the like very normie saying that's something about power, ultimate power corrupts, or
yeah, it's something along that line.
It's out, Omar, but sorry, I should have known what I was saying before I said it. But
no, it's like I'm trying to think what's the saying.
Touch like power beyond imagination, like then you're going to be an asshole. That's just like how power works. So
I mean, if you can't relate, you're gonna have empathy, which again, like you're gonna do things that are wrong.
Yeah,
that's like, and that's what I don't like. It's like they always do the correct thing according to the story how it goes. I'm like, no, like. How about them try to do? It'd be more interesting. They try to do the right thing. And
yeah, that's why they hinted. They almost did that in The Last Jedi, and then they didn't even end the movie with that. Like in the throne room when when Kyle's reaching towards her and was like, you know, let's just burn this all down, she could have gone and, you know, made the wrong choice and then do whatever, but you know, they threw away that chance.
Yeah. So let me ask you about.
It's a great show. Back to that first.
I mean, I'm questioning like again, like who did you think the Jedi was going to be? You know, because you knew there's going to be eventually Jedi,
right,
going to show up, right? Who do you think was going to come?
Dude, I was praying for Mace. I wanted Mace to show up, and then I wanted both off him.
Dude,
and then
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly why I can't.
I was thinking Ezra because of the Thrawn name drop like 2 episodes ago, and the fact that Ahsoka finally got a live action treatment. So I was thinking possibly Ezra.
You guys are too deep. Like, you guys are too big of fans. That's not going to please 90% of Star Wars.
Mace would have. That's my whole point. Mace would have really pleased.
He could still be there in the long game. You know,
I think he might be. Tell you the truth.
Because dude, I didn't think we'd see Luke again. I really didn't think we'd see Luke again.
Sam's down to do it. Like, he will take, if you're gonna write him a check, he will accept your check.
Yeah, exactly. Sam is totally gonna do it. That's what I'm saying. He's homies with those guys too.
Him and Michael Caine will not refuse. Oh, Morgan Freeman also. They will do anything.
I remember I told my sister that. My sister's a Star Wars fan. She's a fan through the movies. Like, okay, she's a fan through the movies. She likes all that stuff through the movies. And again, this is one of the things. She's not the only Black woman I know that's like super like big fans of the movies. But you don't really see Black women in story. Come on, y'all, you're missing this opportunity. But anyway, going on. Same way with Asian Americans, which again you see that in Mandalorian. But when I told her, like, you know what, like when we was watching it, it was like, it might be Mace, and she goes, oh, that would be, oh my god, and she's like hoping for it. I said it might be Mace, and I was like, I can see him doing it, and also could see like he's one of those guys like the fans wouldn't like, the old fans wouldn't even complain. It was like, he shouldn't have died anyway. That's how they would have felt because like the old fans would have been like, so bringing Luke for me, I'm okay with it. I'm surprised I didn't hate it because Mirai said I don't want to see any Skywalkers at the beginning. I said, and I didn't hate it. I was like, this is pretty dope. When I seen a TIE fighter though, when it came through, I was like, oh, this is Luke.
The X-wing, yeah. Even when I saw the X-wing though, I didn't want it. I was on your boat where I didn't want any more Skywalkers or Kenobis or Palpatines. But when I saw that, like my brain was starting to, in the back of my head, I'm like, I know it's Luke, but
yeah, that's
the front of me was like, no, please, you can't do this. And then they're like, it can't really be that. And then they keep on dropping stuff.
Yeah,
like the green, dark robe, just walking through the hallway, and then the lightsaber color.
Yeah,
at first they were like,
green.
They were messing with us at first.
Quick, I need to tag in on what you're saying. Connected to Trey, who's one of my biggest like horror film gore, like B-rated shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you appreciate how they sequenced Luke and showed him to be like Jason and showed him to be like every fucking killer? Like that's what they did. Like everyone was watching him like in a video. It was like Saw. You know, it's like you didn't see everyone. We got transformed into becoming them, looking at what they were experiencing as they saw this fucking dreadful Jedi walking through. I mean,
I hear this. I feel like the only thing is though, when you roll up and like your infamous ride, your fucking X-Wing hoopty, it kind of gives away the game a little bit.
Yes.
Like, I know who that is. And it's just like how, they should keep the hood on because I don't want to see old ass Luke's face but like he should be young. And then they did the weird thing. Like, I don't know if you guys probably do know this. Like, did they take old footage and like sync it up, or did they do the thing where they de-aged him? Like, how did that work? Because that's the only thing is like it makes sense that it's him. Like, it totally makes sense. That part is fine. What I don't get is like it just doesn't look quite right. Like you're like, I don't think it's just weird.
It's not the best deep fake that you see in
It's not even deep
modern.
fake. They should have done deep fake, which would have looked better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what did they do? Like what happened there?
I think they used some kind of DH thing that they use in the what they did in Rogue One and with Carrie Fisher and Rise of Skywalker with Luke and Leia. But
if you do it for them, I got it.
Yeah. They had some young guy stand in and then try to put Hamill's face on his face or something like that.
Yeah, it was like that. Yeah.
But I love how Omar always has he reads into things, like finds a deeper thing behind so many things. I appreciate that about you.
And then I hate on it.
And he's been telling, or like ever since it started, he's like, it's basically like Shogun Assassin, Lone Wolf and Baby Cart, like with the guy with Yoda and like taking an old school samurai movie. And I was like, I didn't think about that at all, but when he said it, like it made sense. And I was like, oh.
First episode I seen Lone Wolf and Cub. Like I was like, yo, this is Lone Wolf and Cub. First episode. Like for me, and I was like, I wonder how many people notice this.
Yeah, I didn't notice it. I mean, I've seen Shogun Assassin probably like 15 times, and I'm working my way through Lone Wolf and Cub movies. But like, Omar, when Omar said it, I was like, I never thought of that. Like, that's just you two are more perceptive than me because
not perception, like straight up, like Favreau, he went deeper. Like he said, where are the influences that
are
George Lucas had when he made this film? He was just into doing fucking 60s race car, fucking what is it, Loner Without a Cause or shit kind of films, all that kind of Billy Dean stuff.
Mm-hmm. Rebel Without a Cause.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. Come on, bro. Like I've been drinking. You've been drinking. Try to correct me. Hey, why don't you show your sweater real quick, though? Why don't you floss? Show it, flex on everybody, and show your sweater, bro. Because I want to see that shit. Yeah, your holiday sweater.
Stand up.
Oh, it's little Vader with the Death Star.
Nice.
So, Vader with the Death Star. Wow. No, okay. So going back to what influences, right? Favreau, like he got pretty much the keys to the Star Wars universe because what he did was he showed that he can make a lot of money for Marvel, right? Because Marvel, it was kind of a dice roll. I mean, they fucking sold out to Disney for fucking billions, but Disney didn't know what the fuck to do with it, right? But then he fucking made Iron Man. And what happened with that? He brought in a fucking real talented actor, a real fucking a storyline that's compelling. And it's like any movie, it doesn't matter what the fuck it is, dude. You can fucking make shit really.
So the lesson is, if you want to make a successful universe, whether it's movies or TV, you get Jon Favreau to put a guy in a metal suit and let him do his thing, and then you can build out your empire. So the Star Wars TV universe, Jon Favreau's kicking this off too.
Sean, that's your one hot take, bro.
I would say.
Last 20 episodes.
I would say. One of the other things is like someone who's obviously inspired by like animated films too. Like, cause it's not just him. What's his name? Dave Filoni, the other dude.
Filoni. Yeah,
Filoni, right? Dave Filoni. I'm saying his name wrong. Forgive me. But he comes from an animation background, and technically, Jon Favreau, he did his live action Lion King's an animated movie. That's what it is. Live action. It's not a live action. It's animation. And all the special effects. But I was like saying, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because, like, yes, I agree with you. You can make any story good. You realize Pixar made a great story out of rats in the kitchen. Like that, who pitches that? And it was one of the best movies they have done. It's like Ratatouille is like fantastic. How do you make that movie good? But you can tell when I seen that movie, I was like, man, you can take stories and just, if you tell them well, it's like, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. You just got to tell them well. And he's a good storyteller, basically. You can take something and just tell us good stories. And that's what they did here. They took a character, just really went with it. Like you said, guy in middle school. The first episodes, they don't even talk, much. He doesn't even talk much. It's like just telling a good story,
talking's overrated. Like,
Yes. Yes.
speak with your movement, man. Smize, do that. Whatever you gotta do. It's hard to smile behind the mask, I guess. But so if there is a con to the Mandalorian, though, because everything, nothing's perfect. I would say that it felt like you guys seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
So, and Leo DiCaprio's character does that TV show. And so they had like TV Westerns at the time, which were kind of like episodic, like the hero fights a new big bad, like basically every episode.
Yeah.
And to me, The Mandalorian started to feel a little bit like formulaic. Like there's the overall arc, like I need to get Yoda to a Jedi. And then every episode it was like, all right, I need to go do this to handle this. To do it, I need the help from character B. Character B needs a favor from me. So we go and do that favor. Seems impossible, but we always get it done. And then thank you. And then they tell me to go to the next point, which is the next episode. And it's like starts all over again.
Yeah, most definitely. But I think that's kind of the fun, like a pop song.
It's a video game story.
For me,
very video game-ish.
For me, it's very like Samurai Jack, and then like every episode he has another one arc where he's trying to go get a coup, but he always run into some situation where he has to like help something to get what he needs to move on to the next thing. Or A-Team is another one. It's like the A-Team basically like there's other and in every episode you they have like something they have to handle that's not exactly part of it.
That's fine, but I just feel like like you're saying, like storytelling is a huge world. You can do whatever the hell you want. You don't necessarily need to stick to this formula every episode, which for the most part I feel like over 16 episodes that's what the show has done. In the season finale both times it goes bigger and does more things, but like the 7 episodes leading up to it is kind of like the same outline for every episode, and then just like the scenery and the characters change a little bit.
I wonder.
I feel like the con for me was the limitations of what they're able to do, because I knew that a lot of this shit was done under COVID, and it's cool they were showing their technology, all the shit that you were talking about with like them just using pretty much video game screens, like doing their for the way they captured backgrounds and everything, so they have to travel and all that kind of shit. So I feel like honestly that's the beauty of like a lot of the stuff. The prequels for me were really beautiful. Like the script sucked. Obviously, a lot of the acting sucked because of the script. But like the being in a different part of the world, and then they mix painting with actual scenery. That shit's fucking amazing to me. I mean, that for me, I've always been a fucking lover, purveyor of like just like high art and like fine art and even fucking urban art, all that shit together, connected, and I feel like, obviously we did that because of COVID. So.
No, I think they did that because of budget, because they was doing that before COVID.
Even so, it looks, and I'm like, Omar knows this, like I hate some like fake ass CGI, like some just shit that stands out, like looks stupid. Like these people are real and this is a cartoon and they're mixing together. It like makes me really mad.
So you didn't like Jar Jar Binks?
Not a huge fan of Jar Jar Binks, but like I felt like all the background stuff, like I don't know, it blended pretty well. I was not distracted by like the scenery behind it, or it looked mostly real to me. So either the technology's just gotten better, or maybe I was just deeper in the story. I don't know, but like it looked good, and that was definitely not a complaint for me.
Well, yeah, like with the scenery and everything, he probably took a lot of the Jungle Book and Lion King stuff, and then put it towards, it's some kind of hybrid. Yeah.
Have you seen the documentary on this on Disney Plus?
I saw that episode 2 of the whatever the behind the scenes thing is.
Because like the stagecraft stuff is kind of like futuristic because it cuts the cost down a lot, which is how he's able to do the kind of things that he's done. And I think, like you're saying, it's like right now it was pretty high tech. There's some things, like for me, my eyes, whatever, because I probably do it. It's like, but I get away with it, like I let it get away because I see what they're doing. It's pretty amazing. On that tech stuff, like I was pretty impressed.
I feel honestly, where we're going, and we don't know the uncertainty of like where we're going to be in the next 2 to 3 years. A lot of
at least
a big reason why the streaming wars are what they are. So it's like the technology of what Favreau introduced to Disney, and now Disney is going to use, and they've fucking said, oh, AT&T, you could fucking AT&T slash DC, you could put out films on the same day, but we're going to just make up new content like within 3 to 4 months, and we're going to fucking release that shit. That's what there's 10 projects, and it's all going to be released like within 2021.
Disney, I'm curious how Disney handled, because they actually made that move faster than what I was expecting. Like, because that is the move. Like, Disney is one of those people, like one of those companies. I was like, they can, like, when it comes to streaming wars, like, so I feel like there's different kingdoms, right? So you have like the Disney, the Netflix, you got the HBO, which is connected to the AT&T stuff, and then you got Sony, which doesn't even have. Well, they just now have their own streaming service just now recently, but it's different because they brought Crunchyroll, which is like, I don't understand why HBO sold that to them, but anyway. But you have these different things, and Disney realizing like, oh, if we, in the long run, if we, like what you're saying, if we just put all this stuff on this, in the long run, it keeps us kind of ahead of the game in the long run from all their physical content, like the parks and all this stuff. It's gonna put them ahead of the game, way ahead of the game, because they're already doing it. Meanwhile, you got like HBO is fighting with AT&T and Warner Brothers, and they're having like a civil war of what to do. That's going to hurt them because HBO is winning right now. Like, HBO is, their content for what they have is pretty impressive, curated for what they have, because they don't have as much as the other ones, but it's really doing really well compared to the other things. Disney has Mandalorian. What else are we talking about? I don't know yet. Nothing yet. But HBO, you can list a few shows on HBO right now, and then you have Netflix, which is that's all they have is the streaming content is winning, just because that's what they got. So they're going to be in the trenches and double down on that, like, ridiculous, right? So like you're saying, it's like they're going to be ahead of the game, and I'm curious what's it going to do for them, like, because the next 3 years, if you put out content on that, when people's able to finally go to Disneyland again, it's a whole different game. It's a whole different game. They've been commercializing, they've been programmed to love Disney all this time from all the content they've been putting on. What's going to happen? They got the Marvel universe is going to be like, because the whole California Adventure is going to be Marvel stuff basically, and like it's going to change they're going to win in that sense.
That's one thing real quick on what you're saying, like about the win. Right now, people really only care about what they're watching and shit. It's all Baby Yoda, Mandalorian shit. Like, from the standpoint of, like, I would say mass appeal, right? I'm not talking about art house. I'm not talking about fucking noir film shit. I'm not talking about big theater experience stuff. But everybody wants that Mando pie. And that's pretty much what they're going to do, all this other shit. And so I'm not expecting a lot of good quality content out of it. I'm really interested about the Book of Boba. That I think is fucking sick as fuck, because that's the shit I was into, like the gritty shit, being in a bar, all the fucking creatures and shit, like all that kind of stuff. Just people fucking trying to like one up each other and talking shit. Like, that's like my life. I love that.
That is your life.
I mean,
that's real.
Yeah, for real. If Disney let it go there, they always, again, Disney, like, I'm surprised they took the streaming thing, but, and again, it's a good idea if Disney goes there, if Disney actually let that kind of vibe be of that world, or will they tone it down or something like that? I mean, come on, like recently, even on Hulu, I guess, again, maybe I didn't do deep thoughts, like didn't go deep on this, but I remember they was rebooting what's that show? The Hillary Duff show.
Oh, Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
the Hilary Duff show. The no, not Montana. That's what's her name?
Montana? No.
No.
It's
The
not
other
her.
one.
It's the other one.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire, right? And the reason why I'm bringing it up is because
Guys, I gotta go, guys.
No, the reason why I'm bringing it up is because even she wanted to because she's like, I'm a mother. I've done a lot of stuff. Can we age this up for if I'm going to redo this? Can we age this up? And she was fighting with that. But Disney on Hulu was fighting that. It's like, are they?
I think they canceled it, right?
Yeah. It's like, are you serious? Obviously I think Hilary Duff is gorgeous, but anyway, but it's yeah, she's hot. So I'm like, cats like me, you make a show about her, just put her back on the TV. It's like it might win if you even do one season, but you didn't even try because it was kind of stuff she wanted to do. She's like, let's age it up, and you didn't even do that on Hulu. Are they gonna let what you're talking about, which I think should be the way to go, do what you're talking about, the bar stuff, the kind of content? Are they gonna will they hold it back? They do that to themselves all the time. They censor themselves, and I think they hurt their money, even though they're already winning anyway.
Well, that's the thing about having the TV shows or whatever is you can have the pop TV show for the 7-year-olds. You can bring them into the universe, whatever, have it totally no cussing, little violence, no one, there's no blood or anything. And you can have some shit for old people like me and Omar, who grew up with Star Wars, we're in our 40s or whatever.
You could
give me some gritty ass, let them cuss, let them bang, let them cut each other up. Let me see that. And you can have, and then something in the middle too. Give me a little something on the edge. Cause I know people argue well, Star Wars is for kids, so
I don't know if they will go grit though, because even Deadpool 3 is running into problems with Disney, whether it's gonna be rated R or not. So
tough thing.
I think all the Star Wars branding stuff will be on Disney Plus, and they've already made a stance where we are gonna keep this family friendly. So if they're gonna do grit, okay, they might throw something on Hulu, but because you do have some other Marvel stuff on Hulu, I think, with what you have, Runaways, Cloak and Dagger was on some other streaming thing, and then
but I think they moved them all to Disney Plus.
Yeah, so once you get under the Disney Plus platform, I don't know how gritty they're gonna get. Even with the whole what's that character's name? Diego Luna's is it Andor? With his show coming up, he's supposed to be a Han Solo type of smuggler character. That and Boba need to be gritty, but I have my doubts of.
That's how I feel. That's what
if they're gonna go there.
That show.
That's
my concerns.
Corporate TV is never gonna, it's always gonna have something like that, and it's too bad because it could be fun, but they have no balls, so.
Yeah, once that money is just constantly coming in at their targets, they just don't care. They at that point, okay, they'll give fans the minimal, but they won't go to that grit place. They won't give us some darker elements of the universe.
Okay,
I gotta bail, but
okay.
This has been fun. I hope I get to come back.
Man, I hope to see.
Dude,
run into you again, man.
Yeah, of course, man. See you again for sure, brother.
All right, there, guys.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Peace,
so
man.
One thing, I was looking at all the different videos of the, because it was a big deal. Was the beginning of the month when Warner and AT&T released all the shit that's going to come out on HBO Max. There's a lot of shit I didn't look at, right? Obviously, everyone looked at Suicide Squad. Everyone looked at Wonder Woman. Everyone looked at Matrix. What is this Judas and the Black Messiah?
Yeah.
What is that about? I mean, there's all this other shit. Obviously, Dune is a big deal. All these different horror films, it seems like it's all a lot of horror films, besides Tom and Jerry, of course.
That's what we're talking about.
Huh?
No.
I'm just kidding.
What am I talking about?
It's a horror.
I think it's horror. the whole like streaming concept, it's like everyone just like gave up, said fuck it, we don't believe in theaters. All the theaters are going to go away. A lot of them that are still have like real estate, they're going to get transformed into some kind of like either safe space / drive-in.
It's,
you know, like that's what I'm seeing happen.
They're in this conundrum of they need to hit quarterly targets, and because of COVID, everybody's completely missed their targets. Even Disney's been hurting, especially with the theme parks being shut down. They laid off 30,000 people. 30,000 people lost their jobs, and Disney's ticket revenues for the theme parks were just they were gone for the year. So they have Black Widow, which was supposed to come out, and they're I don't think they're sure of what the right play is, how long to hold it back, or to eventually put it on streaming and try to charge that $30 Mulan price for their new releases. So everyone's I think they're just trying to adapt as best they can, and Warner Brothers, their decision pissed off a lot of people.
Isn't Black Widow just
especially the theaters?
Black Widow is.
No,
I don't think
they're still holding on to it.
Okay. No, they've pushed it back. They're not throwing out that card yet, like that Wonder Woman they did for Wonder Woman.
It's gonna come on streaming. You know why?
What's up?
Yeah, it's gonna come on streaming. It'll drop. That's my prediction. It'll just come on
Black
streaming.
Widow?
Because I'm not gonna say my political thing on that, but it's gonna come on streaming. On that, that's my prediction. But again, like you're saying, like how do you like what are they gonna do? Like you're saying, it's erasing the culture of the theaters. That's not them. Here's what I think. It was happening anyway. It's happening anyway. Now, all the stuff the movies won't make money the way they were, and maybe it's like a different, like a variation of what happened to like the music scene. I don't know, like where it got started getting obliterated because of streaming and MP4 exchange and stuff like that, stealing. Basically, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but the culture was changing.
What happened
anyway.
with the Napster? Yeah, the Napster era changed music.
Yeah,
and then iTunes, came up, and then now it's all Spotify and Pandora.
So whoever double downs on
Apple Music,
will eventually, whatever the change is, I don't have the answer on that, is going to win. Netflix is one of the streaming companies that's like double down on that idea of like it's all about streaming anyway. They was getting flagged because they were dropping their stuff that was in theaters on the streaming service at the same time.
The same day,
same day, way before, like years before the pandemic stuff, and it was getting flagged for that.
Real quick, because I just want to go back to it, because you were talking about Visions. There's like 10 Star Wars different types of shows that they're releasing. So it's Visions, which is, like you said, going to be a different type of like motif of stories. There you go. For Star Wars by very influential creators all around the world. There's going to be Andor, which is like about Caspian, who he's that main dude that he's real popular from Narcos.
Mama también.
Yeah. He's awesome. But it's going to be his own story, which is going to be kind of like, I think, the extreme version of Han Solo. They have Lando, which we all know who that is, and that's actually, I was blown away that it's also going to be is it
Glover?
Donnie Glover?
Yeah, I think he it's I don't know if it's I think it's still going to be him because he has a contract with
he needs that mouse money.
Well, he has that mouse, like he's already been under, like, since before Lion King, they have him under like
contract.
Overall deal. This part could be for it.
But they can do things with Lando, dude. When I think about him, like they can actually make it be like a musical. You know what I mean?
Like you could, but again, he's like he I think he played that character well. By the way, come and think of it, like how I personally think it would have been better to just have someone else play Luke, but that's just my opinion. Instead of trying to like get the digital stuff, just have someone play Luke. You know, the guy who plays Bucky looks closer.
Yeah, everyone
Like,
was expecting him to be under the
you know,
hood.
like just let like what they're doing with Lando, and then like so you don't have to worry about all that CG stuff. We get the point.
I think
This is
they're gonna do
storytelling.
if they go that direction. I honestly don't believe that they're gonna include the Skywalkers. I feel like they're gonna keep them out. There's gonna be there was like some shit. I went deep into the entrails of the internets, and
You went to 4chan?
no, I didn't go to 4chan, but Favreau was talking about how, they felt that they needed to give, the proper send off for Mark Hamill. And this is not necessarily anything you can really find, but if you look it up deep enough, you'll find it. But that was kind of like his send off, because what they're going to do is they're going to be doing time jumping amongst all the different series. So they say it's going to be along the lines of the timeline of The Mandalorian, but 5 years to 10 years, that's a big deal. And the main character will be Grogu, but Grogu, he doesn't talk that much, right? And he grows slow, but everyone else will be older, right?
Yeah.
So that I feel like if they do it that way, that approach, damn. Because I mean, they can still do good stories, but obviously still get all that merch money.
Yeah, I mean everything. I think what most of these series are gonna be along the Mandalorian timeline. Like they're not touching anything near the sequel timeline, and then I guess High Republic is still happening, which is a cool era, but yeah, they're not touching any of the sequel trilogy timeline.
Okay, can I just say my one hope and prayer is that we get Daenerys as being the main lead in fucking Acolyte. I don't know if much information, I didn't look into too much of that, but her character, she's pretty much like the student of Darth Maul, right? Oh fuck, and she's such a dope actor. Like, I feel like she just needs to be a part of this shit. She was, for me, the standout in the Solo film, besides of course Glover.
That film, it's not a bad film. It's better than any of the sequel. It's better than most of the sequel trilogy stuff, but it's just, I think it's the epitome of our fears of playing everything so safe. It doesn't offend anyone, and it's not a bad film. It's just mediocre at its finest. It's giving you some nostalgia. The lead actor is, charming. He's not Harrison Ford charming, but he does okay. And then you forget, in 3 years, no one's gonna remember what happened in that movie because it's forgettable.
Yeah, man. Again, like just echoing that, that's one of the issues. Like, it was just safe, and I think those actors were capable of doing more. And even we had Ron Howard. Like, Ron Howard we know he's dope. Like, but again, they're trying to please these fans. They're trying to please these fans that like why please those fans? What you want to do is go ahead and get those new fans. And you got these people, like you said, the guy, he played Han Solo differently, but still freaking good. Donald Glover's playing it differently. But I think, the people that love Billy D, like we just glad Donald was doing it. I think that's what happened. Like we didn't hear that, but it's good. And it's sad because but I think maybe in the distance, if you look at it, like you have Donald Glover's now, his stardom's super big, and then you go back and Ron Howard is a fantastic director. Years from now, we might see it come back.
He was like the third director. They fired 2 sets of directors already, which You know, I don't get how they can do that. Like Disney, Marvel they can get people like Taika and let them do their thing, but like other people like Philip and Lord or whatever their names are, you're gonna fire them off of a movie after they can do stuff like Lego Universe, which
it's probably all ego, bro. It's all ego.
Yeah, I guarantee probably. Well, I guarantee I wouldn't be surprised if like you said, Phil and Lord. It was doing it before Ron Howard. Like those guys like to do things differently. Like this Lego to Spider Verse, they like to do things. Guarantee they was trying to do some different things
some of more humorous and really deep dives, making fun of the universe.
Probably was like they said we got the talent here. We probably going to do something different, and like that's probably why Disney went with Safe. Someone is going to do Safe again. I think that's what happened with JJ too. Like we knew that he's going to try to please us, and but to me, both of those, Ron Howard and JJ, are far better storytellers than what we got. At least it wasn't bad because they're so good at what they do.
Oh,
how crazy!
Rise of Skywalker is bad.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that. What I'm going to say is, how crazy is it that we had this whole timeline that Feige, who is a part of Disney / Marvel, showed everything, and everything was just said, nah, we're pushing everything aside. No, it's all about Baby Yoda, Mando. No, fuck y'all. You guys, your stories could be told for later. Like, they have like all these productions. Like, dude, I'm really excited about Shang-Chi. I feel like Shang-Chi is going to be kind of like this, martial arts revival for, Asian American cinema and American cinema. Like, I feel like
just like Iron Fist was.
No, definitely
not. No, it's not the same thing. No.
Fuck. I feel like the last time, like any type of like American possibly see that's good is like, we have a lot of good stuff on Netflix available. But dude, Kung Fu Hustle, like, if not corny like that, but dude, just showing like the mystical.
I mean, you have you have Ip Man, you have the Raid in recent years, so yeah. But
potentially
it's Marvel. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how it's Disney.
Like
Marvel.
It's just Iron Fist is gonna be in the back of my mind, like, because that's the only Marvel kung fu thing really.
I don't think it would be
where they didn't hire a choreographer and just hey, we're gonna just rehearse this 15 minutes before the actual shooting of the fucking scene, and it doesn't look like Danny Rand can really do anything.
Yeah, I don't think
that was a damn
like
shame.
Again, it's setting it up where it can be like dope like that, where they bringing in all those elements in a legit like way, but again, it's like they're still making this a Marvel movie, but potentially, like you're saying, potentially it could be like where, because people don't know this character, like they didn't know Iron Man. You got people bring this character to life. You have a good cast. You got a lot of good people on this film. It doesn't matter how much they are connected to that kung fu culture and really doing it. They have the money. Are they going to do the research? Are they going to make it happen? Yeah, but I would see it. I would believe it when I see it, because I'm gonna watch it regardless. Like, I'm watching it regardless.
Yeah, I mean, we're all gonna watch it regardless. But yeah. I have heavy doubts right now from what they put. If it's they can just hire whoever choreographed Daredevil and throw them in, and I'd be happy with that. But if they pull another Iron Fist,
it won't be Iron Fist. They're never gonna do that again. I don't think they ever.
They've hired that director 3 times now. Like,
yeah, but after Iron Fist,
that guy still gets work. I don't know how. It's garbage.
Iron Fist.
He also did what he did.
On that note,
Black Bolt and Medusa.
I don't mean any disrespect. Ming-Na Wen, but Ming-Na Wen, she's dope, but she's a dramatic actor, okay? And I love her as that, but her martial arts skills, not on point. I mean, she's Asian American. She's not Chinese. She didn't go to fucking school when she was a kid. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like when she's like, I guess it kind of tones it down maybe for Boba because that dude's a New Zealand actor and he doesn't have hella good stunts. I know they use stunt doubles and everything, right? But I don't know, man. Like, why do we keep using the same fucking actors and same directors on bullshit? Kind of similar to what Sean's saying.
These corporations have no faith in anybody. They see something, you have to break out, and then you have to prove it to them, and then they might believe you after you prove it to it a whole bunch of times on a lot of things, especially when you're not like a certain look in sex, basically. And I don't even have to mention that. You know what I'm talking about, basically.
Yeah, like
you know?
I think the whole reason John Wick was a success was it was a smaller budget film. So, you know, you have all those former Matrix stuntmen who created their own company, and you know, they learned from the Hong Kong people and could actually put together coherent and like long takes of fight scenes and stuff like that. Like they have to do that for Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu.
I mean, it'd be nice. It would be dope.
They have to. If they do the stupid quick cuts of you know, Western directors that can't film action, it's a sacrilege.
It gives me good.
I'm sorry, really quick. I just got to jump about American lack of direction on martial arts. It's funny how Canadians can do better martial arts than fucking Americans. Like,
they can also do better healthcare.
COVID for the win. I don't know.
So
we jumped around a lot of different topics tonight. We talked about, you know, obviously Mandalorian and the greatness of NerdinIn and Baby Yoda. I did that for you, Sean. His real name is Grogu. He likes to be called Grogu. Whenever you say his name, Grogu, he goes, hey.
Even Jon Favreau on the Good Morning America show still refers to him as Baby Yoda. So if Jon Favreau can call him Baby Yoda, you can too, Omar.
Okay. As you can see, Sean's kind of a bully, but I still love him anyways.
Yes, I am.
He's kind of a frat boy. So what's next? I mean, what's next for arts? I mean, it's like pretty much everything is just going to be made at a certain budget. We're not going to be inspired by cool shit at least in the US, right? Because outside the US, people are still doing dope shit and still making cool films. Like I'm watching Netflix films that are from coming out of everywhere. France, Germany, so good. They're still doing old school types of filmmaking, you know?
I mean, if American productions really want to, you know, get past all the COVID restrictions, they need to just start filming elsewhere in the world. There's parts of the world that are completely open now, maskless, because they took the time to have a proper shutdown, unlike some of our brethren over here who think all science is junk. But you have productions of, I think Mission Impossible is filming overseas right now, and there's other film productions that are, you know, going. They're still taking precautions, but they're a lot less restrictive because those countries have a handle on the pandemic, unlike the U.S. or the U.K. But yeah, they need to adapt because like we have all the streaming stuff. Like Dune, it was a big budget film, and because of the complaint of what's his name, Villeneuve, I forgot the director's name, but he made a big stink about how, you know, Warner was going to push it on the streaming without consultation. So did Legendary Pictures or whatever. So they're actually possibly bumping back Dune out of the HBO Max streaming.
Yeah.
What?
Because he said, like, if you do this, Warner and HBO and AT&T, you're gonna kill this franchise. And as soon as they heard that, where if you kill the franchise, all that money is gone. Money's gonna drive it, so they're gonna push Dune back possibly.
So he would never make the kind of money that he's thinking he's gonna make on that. This is
Yeah,
one of my
because he's a
things.
director
Like,
and an
yeah,
executive
he's
producer.
thinking like we're thinking like old school
He's
money.
getting actual returns
Yeah,
and
Royalties.
not just a flat
Yeah.
fee. So
They-
he's losing
they-
out.
he's
All
losing
the
out, and
investors
like
are losing out. So
they're gonna lose. So what do you need to do is get it into the culture, like, and something like on HBO stream will get into the culture. He won't make the kind of money that he's expecting to make on that movie, regardless of what it is. But if you hold it back and try to put that thing in theaters, it really won't make a movie. In fact, it might even bomb, even if it's good, because no one's going to the theaters. And like, if you try to push that old school, again, is my saying, like they're trying to push. Those guys are fighting because they're not going to have the kind of money paychecks that they will have. There is taking away their money. They won't get paid the way they were expecting.
yeah, a
Like,
lot of these
like,
directors are
that's all they're
definitely
doing.
speaking out.
Yeah,
And the
it has nothing to
production.
do about like not getting it to the people, because you want to get it to the people. That's the quickest way to get it to the people. Which again, Disney has more control. That's what they're doing. Netflix, that's how they took the power. They're getting it to the people. But HBO's fight has an internal conflict.
Yeah.
because people are losing money.
Yeah, so I just recently watched Tenet, which I think just came out on home video. I went to Redbox and got it.
Yeah.
And
How was it?
it's good. It's very Nolan kind of trippy, dealing with a little time travel stuff. So it didn't do gangbusters. I think it only made between 250 or 350 in returns. So yeah, but Nolan was one of the critics as soon as Warner announced HBO Max getting all those movies. He was saying that, oh, this is the worst possible decision. So he's one of those. He's also one of those hardcore people that, he actually only prefers film when shooting. He doesn't do digital cameras or anything like that. So he's like one of those really advent hardcore, old school guys.
Gonna get lost in the shuffle because of politics, and when it comes down to it, it's lives. I agree with you 100%, Daryl. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like, they're missing out on, like, it's about getting the culture. It's kind of like saying, like, hip hop's not real music, streaming's not real video. That's what they're doing in the same kind of thing. It's like you're not, like, hip hop is the way. This is how you want to connect to the kids. Like, let that kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you do
streaming
that
is
in
a
the
way.
long run, if you in the long run, you're going to connect where you will be able to make some kind of money a different way, but it won't be the same. It won't be the same, but it'll be a different way if you just let go and continue to be yourself, but open to this new idea that's called hip hop, that's called streaming. And they're not doing that when they do that. It's like you're gonna miss out. Like Dune, get that on stream. Like Dune, everybody will watch it. They don't have to worry about going and play, like go to the theaters to everyone watch it, and it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be in the culture. There you start buying things because it's in the culture. You're a fan of it. You wanting more of it. You start doing it. That's how you get into the culture. Not making people pay gangbusters and can't even afford it. Can't even afford it, especially now. Like in America, you can't even afford anything. They give us $600 checks.
I might not even be get back in like fucking 6 months. If they wait 6 months for it to be released,
you're missing a wave of opportunity. Yeah, that's why I was like, when I first heard like Patty Jenkins was holding back Wonder Woman, it's like, she's gonna miss that opportunity potentially if she doesn't just drop it. And then I said, when I heard him come on Christmas, I say, okay, now it's gonna be in the culture. It's gonna hit right. It's gonna hit right.
Wait, Patty Jenkins, I got to jump on that because we didn't talk about it, but she's actually directing. What is it? Rangers of the
No, she's directing Rogue Squadron, isn't she?
Is that what it is? Rogue Squadron?
Yeah,
it's the Rogue Squadron, the pilot one.
Yeah, okay, Rangers is a different thing.
Okay, so Rogue Squadron. Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate you. But it's like she's jumping on that bandwagon because that's where the money trail is, right? Like, I mean, you gotta think about this, right? It's about we talked about earlier, Daryl. It's about survival, right? So like people that are expecting that check to come in and they got all these obligations and all these family members to take care of. Guess what? I got to keep getting the money.
Yeah, or maybe she just seen an opportunity to do a dream project. If you know, like, okay, so like, Patty Jenkins has a huge connection to pilot stuff because her dad was a war pilot. Like that's how she got into like,
Yeah,
like,
she was a military brat.
Yeah, she's a military brat. Her dad was a pilot that died in war, kind of thing, and like, and so with the Chris, the first Wonder Woman connected to her in that kind of way. So something like this, she might be super dope on, like super, super, super good on. And she might have got the opportunity and she's like, I need to forget all this so I can make this dope. I'm glad here when I heard, I said, oh man, she's going to be probably really good at this.
What directors go out there and put their fucking name out on a fucking little teaser sizzle reel? I mean, directors don't go out in front like that. That's like some old school.
All her.
Like seriously, like that's like some old school kind of like producer, like Biggie Smalls, like Puffy Combs. Like never saw directors dancing in video shit. Puffy, right? And
all the hip hop stars that dropped their name right in the beginning of the song, like Jason Derulo.
Yeah, exactly.
She's taking claim on this because, like, seriously, I can see her doing like.
She showed her hair. She said, like, "Hey, look at me, guys. Stop looking at Gal Gadot. Look at me." I was like, "Ooh, you. Okay. I see you." Yeah,
Omar likes those milfs.
Man, no, I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet. But there's nothing wrong with like women. But she's gonna be dope on this, I think. Like, because I think she's just gonna know the world more than most directors. I can't even think of a director that's probably gonna be more perfect on this type of project than her. Like, if you look at her background, like it just when I heard, I was like, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great.
Isn't it crazy though that like Star Wars is this big? Like they're investing all this shit in all these different worlds that's never been done in the last like fucking 40, 50 years. Star Wars has been around for that long, right? And it's like, they're like, nah, we're just gonna go all out.
No, I think it makes sense. Like I say, tell good stories, but like everybody's only focused on Star Wars. But I think you can do that with things like Power Rangers. I think you can do that with like Sailor Moon, Godzilla. I think they potentially could be doing that with Godzilla soon. With the legendary stuff.
Sure.
I think like you tell good stories, that it makes sense, and like again, going back to all the connections that Star Wars is inspired by, and people still making stuff that's inspired by.
They need to get good writers because when they announce, oh, we're gonna drop all this stuff in the movie stuff. They had the sequel trilogy. They had the Kenobi movie. They had a Boba Fett movie, and then they had Solo. Like, they just wanted to rush stuff out, and they didn't take time to get good writers. Not J.J. Abrams, his writers, which with all their stupid mystery box stuff, or the BVS writer who, just wants to cram in as much stuff in a single movie as possible. Get good writers and just take the time to show, not tell. Take some time to breathe and get to know the characters. If they can do that, every one of these projects has a potential to be good.
Mm-hmm.
But
every single one.
Yeah, every single one has a potential, but part of me is worrying because they didn't really plan or get quality writers for the sequel trilogy and Solo, and
I feel like they did for Last Jedi. I feel like they did for Rogue One. I feel like those two films, they can stand alone on their own, like for what they are. Like, you don't need to watch those other films. It's art, man. It's fucking. Dude, you get to see fucking Grandmaster Luke, fucking pretty much, yes. Pretty much Dragon Balls his ass and fucking battle like all these.
Nobody wanted that. We wanted Prime Luke.
Everybody wanted
ROTJ.
Everybody wanted to see that. That was amazing because you never saw a Jedi do that. A Jedi never force projected himself and was able to physically destroy things.
No. We wanted Luke with a lightsaber chopping people down, and that's what we finally got in Mando season 2 finale.
He even changed the way he looked. Like, he made himself look younger. You saw his old decrepit ass in that fucking Jedi temple, fucking little island and shit.
They made poor Mark Hamill, and they made Carrie Fisher get in shape to come back for the sequel trilogy, and then they didn't make them do anything that needed them to get into shape. It's they tortured these poor old people and for no reason.
Are you saying that they killed Carrie Fisher? Is that what you're saying?
No, you said that just now. What do you think, Daryl?
No, I'm just thinking like, okay, here's a prediction.
All right.
All the hyper violence in these Star Wars shows would be mostly robots.
For sure.
And that's,
for sure.
And that's going to bother me.
And stormtroopers. Well, stormtroopers, they die off. They're like Cobra.
Yeah, that's true. But they're kind of like robots too, because they're so just every man.
I mean, the prequels. That's why he made the droid army in the prequels. So, like, it was kid friendly because they were just. It was only robots that were getting mutilated and dying.
Can I just say about the writing though? I loved how in the last episode they said some shit like, "I heard your voice. You're just a fucking clone. You're just a fucking. Your dad was just a donor." She's like,
that was so messed up.
Dude, that was gritty. That was gritty, and that was like actually PG. That was like NC-17. If you heard what was happening going on, like that was not made for kids. That script that was made for adults.
Isn't it?
That's not reaching.
No, I'm trying to think like which episode was that?
No, he's talking about the finale, written by Jon Favreau.
It was the finale.
So the way the book ended the finale, they started with Boba, and they ended it with Luke, right? Which is funny, right? Because it's almost like a dichotomy, because Boba and Luke, they can't be in the same place at the same time, because it's not good, right?
That was some clever writing where they did not meet on that bridge.
Because if it happens, and they can do that.
Yeah.
But last time we seen, Boba, I think they're not making him out to be some fucking Bootsy Collins sideshow Bob character. They're making him out to be a fucking legitimate, like he's the Mandalorian, like, and so is Bo-Katan, and so is Din Djarin. So like, I think they're gonna flip around that shit. Boba is a household name. They can use that. And dude, I predicted that shit, bro. I predicted that shit like a mile away. I was like, how the fuck are you not gonna have Boba a part of it? How are you not gonna have?
Also, rest in peace, Jeremy Bulloch, the original actor to don the Boba outfit. He recently passed away this past week, which
R.I.P. That's some sad shit. It's like every Star Wars actor passed away. It's so sad.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get older.
This is year. So many people.
Yeah, 2020 sucks.
Yeah.
This year.
Okay.
It's just like all kinds of things like that.
No, but the Mandalorian finale was one of the highlights in terms of pop culture for the year.
It's like, I don't know if you remember. I wonder if it's going to be like, because I think it's going to go out of like pop culture this year, but there's going to be other things, and we're going to forget it in the same way.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's one of the highlights because, so this year we began with Tiger King, which is a legit entertaining.
No, it's definitely one of the highlights of 2020.
Yeah, 2020. And then we had all these, delays in the movies. But yeah, Mando, everyone was needing more Baby Yoda.
It's something that you love. You're a shoehead. You're forgetting something. You're a shoehead, Sean. The Last Dance.
Oh, yep. Yeah, Last Dance.
I feel like it was honestly like maybe Tiger King, The Last Dance, and Mando. That was it. That's all you really need to know about fucking 20.
Yeah, because MJ's petty ass.
I'm glad you liked it.
Was like, there's too much talk about LeBron being the greatest. That's you guys have nothing better to do being locked up. I'm going to finally let this footage drop that I've been holding on to for 20 years or whatever. Yeah.
So, okay. So This is good. It's funny that you brought this up. Okay, so I'm like not a I'm not a pure, I guess, MJ fan. Yeah, I was like Magic Johnson, other people, like other players. I didn't like Michael Jordan like everybody liked Michael Jordan. And I was a weird kid for being that way. And my reason is, I said Michael Jordan. I sensed that Michael Jordan was a bad dude, and I still kind of feel that. I don't know Michael Jordan.
Oh no, Michael Jordan is a total asshole.
So here's what I'm saying, and I've been telling people for years since you brought this up, like for years before this. It's like I've been saying, look, it's not that I don't think he's cool and amazing, but he's more like Darth Vader. And if you think about it, he was a Darth Vader killing nothing but Jedis like through his whole career. He was like smoking the most amazing players as Darth Vader, and people praise him as if like, no, he's not that. There's a lot of amazing players he smoked, and like, but he wasn't like a good dude, and everybody praised him like he's like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but he's really Darth Vader.
Like I feel like Sean Kemp probably would have fathered a lot less children if he won a championship. But Jordan said, no, you can't have it. It's mine.
You know what I'm saying? Like he
kept a lot of people out of the championships.
So he was a Sith Lord, and then I say Kobe came around, and it was kind of like he had the Sith Lord playing style, better person though. You know what I'm saying? Like but like he had that playing style, like, and that was that kill 'em all playing style basically. And that's how. I've been displaying that for like that's how I was like, dude, he was
that's a very good way of explaining it. And I think The Last Dance actually highlights that.
That's
where
how I feel.
Like he justifies his own ruthlessness to this is why I'm elevated to the other level, and I need to destroy many people in my path to get to that level and keep myself at that level. It's I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
and
so
like I did watch the last the Utah Jazz series, and I was actually rooting for the Utah Jazz as a kid because I was like you. I'm like, Michael Jordan's such an ass that everyone else is like, oh, he's a GOAT, but I'm like, yeah, this guy
is not saying that he's not amazing, but then like I said, to me, like people like Magic Johnson, and then even like LeBron James, those guys are more like Jedis. What they think. LeBron James doesn't have that killer like destroy all mentality, which to me is fine. To me, it's fine. I don't care how many championships he's done, what kind of other things that he's done, and he's an amazing player too. But I just love the NBA anyway. It's my favorite reality TV.
I don't like LeBron as a player, but he is definitely a much better humanitarian compared to Jordan.
Thank you, Sean. It matters because you said that. It matters so much. The NBA started today. Amazing. It sucks that a lot of y'all don't get to watch live NBA, but I get to because I'm in Texas.
Yeah, I have to buy the pass. I will because I like the NBA. And actually, don't because I'm a Kings fan. I'm a Sacramento Kings fan from Sacramento.
Sure. So the Kings are good.
So I don't think they're good, but I still love them.
No, they haven't been good since the early 2000s?
I think they could have the potential, but for whatever reason, there's like all kinds of things that they're just not good. But it's not they don't have the potential.
Watch.
Wait, are you talking about the Lions?
House of Highlights. That's House of Highlights. You can watch all the basketball you want.
Okay.
And it's free. It's on YouTube. House of Highlights. That's my shit, man. That's how I watch all the NBA.
Even the official NBA YouTube channel now, I think, posts highlights.
They post a lot of stuff now too.
Yeah, they post game highlights now, like that other channel that you just mentioned.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they post a lot of stuff. I think they realize if they just keep it within their own, just give out a lot more. But
it's going back. It's going back to the whole Warner dropping movies thing. The NBA is probably trying to stay in the zeitgeist, and they want people to have some exposure to the stuff, even if they don't pay for the pass. So that way, people are still engaged, because if you can't go out to the actual games and you're expecting people to go past a paywall you're gonna lose a lot of the general audience. So
You know, it sucks. My when I lived in Vietnam, I had a league pass in Vietnam, and the league pass to get all the games was only like $40 to $50 for the league pass. Like all the games, I could watch all the games, $40 to $50. I was like,
I'm so really want to know about. This is like
What's
the
up?
deep. This is like the deep shit that we want to know about. Tell us some of your Vietnam stories, bro. We'll do that after we recording. Yeah. Okay. So we are near the end of our episode, but actually, this is a time where we say please subscribe. So far, there's 10 of you. I know there's more. There's a bunch of you watching because I see y'all. I got some back end shit that I look at through YouTube. I have some friends at Google, and it's like,
why you gotta be a creep? You're gonna drive them away.
Come, subscribe, hit us on your corner. That's what we would like. You can find us on Instagram at NerdinIn_in. You can find us on Facebook at NerdinIn. You can find us on YouTube at NerdinIn. And also you can find Daryl, who is an accomplished storyboarder. Where? Tell us.
You can find like my work either at Twitter. Well, actually, Instagram is probably the best place to find me right now, and that's at DT Watson Jr. So DT Watson Jr. and that's at Twitter too. Same thing, same handle.
You want to show us some? You want to take controls and show some of your shit on YouTube or what?
Just do it. Yeah, you can do the share screen if you have anything opened up.
Let me see.
Yeah, everyone give him a follow. I'll jump on and follow.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can show. I'll show you. I'll show you. Let me see. I didn't even think about that. I didn't really forgot about that. Like I could share stuff.
Oh, you sent me it earlier, so just jump back.
Yeah, but I was like, oh yeah. I forgot to send you stuff, huh? I'll show you like.
Yeah, so it's like so Daryl, I've known him for like over 10 years, always been like a dope, like just creator, just like a spiritual soul. Like the last 5 days, we've been in this crazy apex in like the solar system, seeing all this shit with like you get to see Jupiter, you get to see Saturn. Hopefully some of you have been able to see different people in your life that I get the feeling, the vibes from Sean and from Daryl. So,
you don't like my hating vibes?
No, I'm not a hater, bro. I'm a lover.
So last week I posted 2 like live recordings of me just pitching like storyboards for personal projects. And I hope to get more of them out. Just randomly do it. Cause I feel like they're kind of like, mixtapes and freestyling. Anyway.
Yeah, dope.
So this is one I'm just going to play. This one's short. It's only 1:30. I guess I could just play this and you can find it. But this is the handle, DT Watson Jr. You can see that. So I'll play this one. Hello, my name is Daryl T. Watson Jr. And I'm going to pitch this sequence that I created while I was in the Copeland Brothers, Kristen, Justin online storyboarding class. It's a sequence I was playing around with. It's called sequence called Chris and Mikey. We have this young man walking upstairs. He's looking around carefully, and he sees something. He goes, "Hey, Mikey!" Mikey turns and looks, walks over, and reveals this giant plant. Let's shoot it. Wait, don't waste weed killer. Stuff doesn't work if the flower isn't bloom. Oh. Walks away and Mikey hears a clicking sound. Walks over. We see this flowers opening up and this big plant sneaking up behind him. Shoot it in the flower! Shoot it in the flower! And he shoots it. Plant's running after him. Tries to open the door. Boom! Boom! Turns and looks. And falls. He's wheezing. He pulls out an inhaler. Chris, we need a lot more weed killer. Thank you. And again, check it out. Hope you liked it. There's my hand on. And
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, that was dope. Hey, really quick. First of all, that was sick. I didn't look at that one. Can you show us fucking the house party one?
Hold on. Can you hear this?
Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear you.
Like it's like a commercial. Did you hear that commercial playing in the background?
No.
You want to see the house party one?
Yeah, the house party one's fucking dope, bro. I love that one.
That one's like 7 minutes though. You still want to see it?
Yeah, of course. We've been going on for hours already. It's all good.
All right, so yeah, so I guess if you would like, I'll show you the house party one. All right.
Set it up.
I'm just gonna play. I'm not gonna say anything. It has all the setup, anything. Hold on. So again, this is both of these. These are things I write and then I draw, and then again like freestyle and trying to create new songs if I was an artist or something like that. So I'm gonna share screen again. This is the other one I uploaded on Instagram and YouTube, so you can like find them there. LinkedIn is another place. All right, I'm just gonna play it. Tell me if you hear it. Hello, my name is Daryl T. Watson Jr., and I will soon be starting as a storyboard revisionist at Netflix. My story is called Rad, and it's about a charismatic teenager, Ricky, who cares deeply about popularity. While DJing at a local house party, he invites his awkward sister, Nia, in order to help her grow her poor social status. We open up at a house party and we can hear 90s hip-hop music. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. It's Friday night and we feel all right. Parties here on the west side. And as we zoom over into Ricky DJing the party, and he looks over and sees his sister nodding her head to the music. He's like, hey, you should dance. Nah, I'm good. I know you like to dance. Go bust some moves. You should enjoy yourself, sis. She's like, yeah, you're right. Chirp, 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 chirp. She pulls out a Tamagotchi. She looks at it and she looks kind of worried. Hey, Ricky, I'll be back. Make some noise. And as Nia moves her way through the crowd, chirp, 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 chirp. Excuse you. Chill, Rashida. Her brother's the DJ. So, just because her brother is fine, don't make her any less of a dork. Girl, let it go. Oh my gosh. She has a Tamagotchi. So lame. Chirp, 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 chirp. Enters Irene. She starts playing the ukulele. Irene? Ah, sweet, you're here already. Wait, what's the reading? She's still playing the ukulele. It was working. Might be a spell. Jeez, Nia, you always playing with that stupid toy. That's so wiggity wacky, yo. Irene, you're at a party. No one wants to hear you play your little guitar. So whack. I'm gonna call these two the duo of whackness. Right? Irene starts playing the ukulele in her face, backing her up, and then you're just laughing at her. Homegirl's strange, yo. Irene sees this couple walking in. She plays the ukulele loud for them too. There's a lot of people here. We can't find them like this. I got an idea. No. Ricky, just one song. Sis, I love you, but do you see this party? I ain't messing with that flow. Ricky, one song, I'm gonna tell mom about Oakland. And the shoestrings. Are you serious? Fine. Cuts to the crowd booing, boo! And Irene's playing the ukulele on the mic. Boo, boo! Wow, she's whack. Yeah. Boo! Boo! She's ruining the party. Wait. What? I like this song. If the party's whack, they blame the DJ. And he moves to the crowd, and this guy's in agony from the ukulele playing. And more people fall on the ground because of the music. The power goes out. Everyone looks around in the dark. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Flick. Everybody chill. I get the power back on. Looking around, and these people are changing into demons. Irene knocks him in. Everybody runs! People's running. She plays a good ukulele, and it transforms into a sword.
What?
Dang it. Hey, Nia, don't worry about me. Save everyone else. And the crowd's freaking out. Oh, get out of here. Backs away. Crowd's like, open the door, man. The door won't open. Oh, man. When he sees Irene struggling. Let her down. Irene's still beating up on demons.
Yeah, she's kicking that ass.
Run! Like transforming. It's like having this magical girl transformation. Oh, what? Run, dude! You hear kicking. And Irene transforms. Oh my God. Summon your sword. I tried, it didn't work. I can contain the little ones. I got big boy. Slice, slice, slice. By order of the Rainbow Lions Defense Force, I command you to release their dreams. So we're just gonna let him go? He's not the master. We have to kill the master to change him back. What just happened? Nothing serious, just lower level dream demons. What does this have to do with you? I'm rad. Rainbow Alliance. Ignore that. Don't share classified information. Why does it matter? We're going to erase his memory anyway. Erase what? Thank you.
Dude, good shit, bro.
Nice, man.
Love it.
Nice. Yeah, so you can watch that. Yeah, you can watch that here. You can find it on YouTube.
That's dope, man. I mean, I just love it when people get aligned with shit that they do and they've been doing for a while and they're good at, and you get to see it come together. You know, that's the best shit.
Like my hating on you. That's coming together. No, but everyone, please go check out Daryl's channel.
I mean, the hate helps. The hate helps. Look at Drake. Like if he was hating on it, that means he did something correct.
There's a lot of Drake hate out there, and a lot.
Like it does not hurt. It does not hurt. It brings attention to people that won't hate. That's how I feel about it. So like if I'm being honest about my work, I
align with Daryl. I just hate on Omar's takes.
That's what Sean does. It's all good. So again, thank you for coming out. I hope your family's safe. I hope you're good. We're just gonna keep on doing this shit because this is what we do. Fuck, man. We'll eventually have some normalcy, and hopefully it's better than where we are now. Fuck. We're gonna do some dope ass year-end shit. So pay attention, be aware, tell a friend, and let us know if we can do some shit better. All right. Peace.
Peace, man.